How you doing, guys? Today I'm gonna show you one of many methods about making homemade candy sugar. Those are the materials we're gonna need for this tutorial video. Here's 5 grams of DME, dehydrated malt extract. Here's 20 milliliters of lime juice diluted with 20 milliliters of water, or 4 tablespoons of water. 500 milliliters of water, 2 kilograms of sugar. That one actually is cane sugar, but you can use beet sugar if you want. However, if you're going to use beet sugar, you don't need the DME because the beet sugar is already a amino acid source. You will also need an oven and a refrigerator. A thermometer, 1 pot. Regarding the pot size, it depends on how much candy sugar you desire as final product. You also need a spoon or something to stir the solution. And last but not the least, a pan. Can be any pan with a non-stick coating. In my case, I'm going to use this one with a parchment paper, but people usually like to use those silicone pans, but I don't have one. And that's it. Now you're ready to make Belgian candy sugar. Okay, the first step is to put the water on the pot. We're going to heat it until 50 degrees Celsius. Once it reaches 50 degrees, I'm going to add the sugar and the DMS into the solution. Now we're going to stir it. Now we're going to let the temperature rise and continue stirring until we got a homogeneous solution. You can notice there are some DME chunks. They will come apart in no time. Okay, now as a next step, we're going to let the temperature rises until 130 degrees Celsius and let it rest a little. Okay, we just reached 100 degrees, and it's important to be careful around that temperature because it can boil and can spill or overflow. So keep stirring to avoid any spilling or overflowing. The solution is almost at 120 degrees, and I'll be back when it reaches 130. Okay, I'm back. We're almost reaching 130 degrees Celsius, and now it's time to add the lime juice. With this addition of diluted lime juice, we're adding fructose to the solution and breaking down some complex sugars, and we are also raising the pH to drive some Maillard reactions. Now we're gonna let it rest in that temperature for about 30 minutes. And if it's starting to get too hot, You can add some tablespoons of water to cool it down. Just remember to add 1 tablespoon at a time. After some time, you'll notice some hints of color formation. My camera is not the best one, but maybe you can notice some red colors and brown colors. The aroma will also suffer some transformations. Right now I can feel some dry fruits aroma, maybe plums. Still got 9 more minutes. It's looking good. When you're doing this at your home, remember that you can stop the boiling process whatever you want, depending which color and which beer style you're willing to make with it. My goal is to make a Belgian Dubbel with this candy sugar, so I'm aiming for dry fruits and even some caramel and maybe some roast flavors. Okay, 30 minutes have passed, and right now I'm going to heat it up until 145 degrees Celsius to develop more melanoidin flavors, maybe toffee and caramel. Okay, I'm almost reaching the color I desire. You can notice some brown bubbles and darker colors, so maybe in 2 or 3 minutes I will cast the solution into my pan. Okay, now I'm going to cast it on the pan carefully because it's freaking hot. Okay. Now I'm going to take it to the refrigerator and let it rest for some hours, and then I will show you guys the final result. So that's our final result. Nice and dark candy sugar. You can break it with a hammer if you want to. Like to break it in small chunks of candy sugar to add during the boil. And that's it. Thanks guys.